I have to keep taking breaks. That's what my grandbaby got me. Wing. So cute. Let me play this.
Seizure of power in January 33, dramatically, but not immediately. It was actually an extended process that the Germans called the Gleichschaltungsprozess.
By labeling the Reichstag fire as a terrorist attack by the communists, Hitler convinced President Paul von Hindenburg to suspend all civil liberties.
Hindenburg did not like Hitler. He could not even stand to be in the same room with the man. But the political constellations of things were such that he appointed Hitler as chancellor. Hitler then, along with the other Nazis, set about systematically dismantling the various pieces of democratic process. Some of it through legal means, some of it just subverting the system and ignoring certain laws.
The first major step in overthrowing the justice system occurred with the suspension of all civil liberties and the installation of protective custody, or Schutzhaft.
What happens in the enabling law is by this time, the Communist Party, as a result of the Reichstag fire, had been declared illegal. And that eliminates a powerful bloc of anti-Nazis from the Reichstag. At this point, Hitler goes to the Reichstag and asks for a 4-year dictatorial regime, which would suspend most civil liberties and virtually create a state of almost permanent emergency powers.
Look like our Congress right here.
At the Kroll Opera House in March of 1933, Hitler proposed the law for removing the distress of Volk and Reich. To keep the folk secure, the communist ideological enemies were rounded up and imprisoned.
You gotta see this. Looks like the Congress. This is what they started. Anybody in opposition?
One of the pro-communist anti-Nazi lawyers caught in the web was Hans Litting, who had defended communists against the wrath of violent Nazis, even daring to question Hitler on the stand for 3 hours in a 1931 trial. Hitler never forgot what he viewed as humiliation at the hands of Litting, and eventually deemed the prominent attorney an enemy of the state. Sent to a concentration camp, this honorable half-Jewish attorney paid for his integrity. After 5 years of...
The funny thing is that attorney looks like a reincarnated, looks like Elon Musk. Not even lying. Reincarnated.
Nazi torture in a concentration camp, Litting committed suicide.
Oh no, we're embarrassed. We screwed up. Our warehouse is overloaded with survival food kits, but our mess is your...
In March 1933, in an effort to confine the enemies of the state, an old munitions plant on the outskirts of Munich became the first Nazi concentration camp. After targeting the communists, Hitler turned his attention toward his next enemy,
everybody's
the Jews.
walking the streets like
From that
nothing's
time
going
on,
on.
virulent anti-Semitism.
Just like we are doing with the roundup all of the quote unquote illegal immigrants. This is what Hitler did. He rounded them up, but everybody was walking the streets as if nothing was happening. They were all okay, good to go, no problem. Let them get rounded up. Nobody stand up. Nobody do what you're supposed to do to protect them. No, none of that happened. So their day-to-day went on as normal, and nobody ever protested being the people being rounded up and taken to concentration camps, the start of the concentration camps. Not one person protest. They weren't protesting. Sound familiar? Let's continue.
Antisemitism dominated the philosophy of the fast-growing party throughout the 12-year Reich.
Here they're chanting, "Don't buy from Jews."
Hitler's 25-point National Socialist Party stressed the importance of segregating Jews from Aryan society, and soon led to abrogating all of their legal, civil, and political rights. On April 7, 1933, Parliament established its first major law to curtail the rights of Jewish citizens, the Law for the Restoration of the Professional Civil Service. According to the Aryan paragraph, Jews were legally excluded from civil service positions. On the same day, a law was
Does this concept of a plan sound familiar to you? What's happening right now with Trump, with the Trump regime? We have a concept of a plan. You damn right you got a concept of a plan, you fucking neo-Nazi.